What up, what up, what up? This your boy Slow Mo, Spotlight Sports Talk Radio. Not radio, podcast, but we do got the radio thing going on too. Uh, Today is November 20th, and we're going to get into some top picks that I like for DraftKings tonight, man. We got a 4-game slate, so it's not too bad. I can't see a lot of value on this. I do see a lot of value on this slate. Not too many stud picks that I'm really focused on, so let's get it going. As you can see, I put in quite a few lineups. So let's see what we could get, man. Let me see. Let's get this thing going. Okay, for point guard. Of course, you got the stud picks: Damian Lillard, John Wall, Kyle Lowry. You got D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell got a pretty good game against Miami tonight. Miami ain't too heavy with defense. D'Angelo Russell, he is going to get you money. You can see right here with his fantasy points that he racked up in the past 10-game log. So D'Angelo Russell definitely going to get you some bread. Last time they played Miami, he got 23.75 points. But he also played 24 minutes that game. Seems like when he play 30 or better, 25 or better, that's basically when he get off. Anything under 20, 25, then he get you on double digits, but probably not what you want. In this position, let me see. You got Washington. You got Washington and the Clippers. Who do I like from this game? I predict this will be a high-scoring game. I probably won't shoot for John Wall with this game. Hold on. Let me click on both of them. I probably won't shoot for John Wall in this game. I do like Lou Williams. I definitely like Lou Williams in this game. Lou Williams been balling. It's just like last year. Lou Williams been coming out balling, So I definitely like Lou Williams in this game. That's pretty much who I see as far as this game. On point guard position, matter of fact, let's just do this. I'm gonna go with my top 5 picks. I'm gonna pick a little start lineup for y'all. All right, at center, who do I like the most? I actually like my man, Montrezl Harrell. Harold been balling. He's definitely been balling. The center spot, even though Harold does play the power forward sometimes, but at the center spot, he's definitely dangerous. He's dangerous. Regardless if Dwight Howard is playing or not, which I don't think he's playing. He didn't practice yesterday. So, but regardless whether or not Dwight Howard is playing or not, the center spot, the big man spot is definitely something that the Wizards lack on. So I definitely like Harold in this spot. Power forward. There's actually a few players that I do like in power forward. There's actually a few plays that I do like in the power forward. Of course, you can't go wrong with Tobias Harris going against a weak Washington defense. Aaron Gordon against Toronto, that seems like a pretty good spot. Don't know if it's a potential blowout or whatever. Orlando, they are competitive. These three right here, Gallinari and Bachman's, Cyclone or whatever, I like him. I definitely like him. You look at his past 10 games, the boy's balling. He's getting you 25 plus fantasy points, So I definitely like him. And the piggyback off of Ibaka, I like him. Ibaka's a little bit cheaper. Ibaka's at 6,000. His name, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's at 64. So I do like him. Gallinari, if Gallinari plays tonight, I do like Gallinari in this position against Washington. I know he was out last game due to an illness, and I know he's questionable right now. But I don't know. I guess that's a game time decision. I mean, if he plays, I actually like him. Otto Porter hasn't been doing too much of nothing. Amino against New York, I can see that's a good spot right there. But I would stick to one of these two right here. Unless you want to pay up a little bit more for Tobias Harris or Aaron Gordon, then I would stick to either these two right here. So, but I do like Siakam, you know. At the small forward spot. Small forward spot is actually pretty heavy. It's actually pretty heavy. Of course, you got Kawhi Leonard, placed at 95. Leonard's gonna do what Leonard's do. That's just that is what it is. He's gonna do whatever he does. So um, you can see his numbers right here. His numbers is excellent. 95. I don't know if I would pay that much. Considering the fact that I got $37,000 remaining salary, I do like Tim Hardaway Jr. The small forward spot against Portland. Portland they lack at the small forward spot. So that's why I do like Tim Hardaway against Portland. Josh Richardson. Sorry, Josh Richardson is actually in a very good spot. A very, very good spot. Tyler Johnson's not playing. Dragic is not playing. So Josh Richardson is definitely in a very good spot against Brooklyn. Brooklyn is pretty decent with the shooting guard, small forward position, or whatever. But I could definitely see. I could definitely see a hell of amount of minutes from Josh Richardson, and I could definitely see him putting up some money tonight, So that's what I like. I mean, you could pay down for Aaron Gordon. LeVert is not playing today. I believe Crab is playing tonight. He's starting tonight. Yeah, he's definitely starting tonight, which I mean, if you want value, you want to pick him up, go ahead. Me personally, I mean, as far as shooting, he's he's not consistent. The boy struggles a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when given a minutes, the boy struggles a lot. You know what I'm saying? Joe Harris is all he does is shoot, so if he's on tonight, then that's definitely, that definitely puts a drain on him. Carroll's in a good position as far as like if you want to get some value. If you could see the last time they played Miami, he had 17.5. Me, that's not enough. Probably because I try to go for the big money. Evan Turner plays a good amount off the bench. Jeff Green is pretty decent. I know they're going to need somebody big down there. Aminu against New York, he's pretty decent, but I would try. And Terrence Ross is actually he could get you enough, he could get you enough. Placed at 4,700, say like if you want to stack up with when you want to stack up with some studs or whatever, Terrence Ross is a good value to pick, to back you up, But in this position, I would like to know if Gallinari is playing today. Foreigner, depending on what kind of foreigner you're gonna get, I believe he averages like 29 one fantasy points a game. Depending on, it's good to get like, these 33, 35, 45 games, or he could get you to 23. You've seen against Philly, 12.5. I guess he was just off that game. Against New York, he was off that game too. Against Philly, he was 4 for 12, 28 minutes. New York, he was 5 for 13. So he was pretty off that game. So if Foreigner's on, then Foreigner could definitely get you some bread. Otto Porter, like I said before, I'm not really interested in him. But I do like Tim Hardaway Jr. and I do like Josh Richardson. Aaron Gordon, I do like Aaron Gordon too. He gets you whatever he gets you, you know. So I do like those players right there. Who I'm gonna stick in this spot right here? Let's try to go up. Let me try Tim Hardaway Jr. I actually like Tim Hardaway Jr. in this matchup. Let me see. Hold on. I could go down to Aaron Gordon because they're probably going to use him a lot. No. Yeah, they're probably going to use Aaron Gordon a lot. Portland and New York, just the potential blowout. I mean, I don't know. There's definitely a potential blowout. At the shooting guard position, you got your once again Kawhi. You got Bradley Beal. D'Angelo Russell is actually in a very good spot too. He's actually in a very good spot. Just hopefully he beat that D'Angelo Russell that put you that. I mean, his last game against the Clippers, he had 51 fantasy points. Game before that, 38. But then against Miami, which they're playing tonight, he had 23.75. So I guess it depends. Like, if you want to take a chance with that. In this position right here, I actually like Lou Williams. I do like Lou Williams just because Lou Williams does what Lou Williams do. The last game against Washington, man, I'm a Washington fan, and they punished us. Oh my God, the Clippers punished us. But so but it is in Washington. So, I mean, even with a competitive game, because one thing we do know about the Clippers is, Patrick Beverly is definitely not going to get the minutes. Avery Bradley definitely not going to get the minutes. So, I mean, Lou Williams is the shooter. It's crazy that he comes off the bench, but he is the shooter that comes off the bench. He's probably the shooter of the team, Gallinari and Lou Williams. That's why I would love to see if Gallinari is playing tonight. So I definitely like Lou Williams. At the guard position, let me see, we had 2390, 23,900, the average remaining player salary. We had 5,900, 5,975. So that's close to about 6,000. So, I mean, that's enough to do something. That's definitely enough to do something. It's basically, at this point, is how you want to do. I know Dwayne Wade is starting tonight against Brooklyn. You go with DJ Augustine if you want the value. If you want the value, you go to DJ Augustine. Spencer Dinwiddie, he's actually been balling lately. He's definitely been balling lately against Miami. He played 29 minutes, had 29.75 fantasy points. His last game against the Clippers had 25 fantasy points, but the game before that against Washington, he actually had 49 fantasy points. So Spencer Dinwiddie is a player where basically if he's on, he's on. If he's not, then he's not. But if he's not, he's still going to get you 20 something fantasy points. So I guess that's a good thing right there. And then on top of that, like I said, Dragic is out. So Spencer Dinwiddie is definitely in a good place, which I actually might shoot for him to see where I can. Okay, this lineup right here, which actually I pretty much going to put this lineup in. I'm left with $6,100 of fantasy points. I mean, $6,100 with my salary cap. So, I mean, you can do a lot with these last three right here with 6,100. Like you can do a lot. Like you don't really have to go all the way down here to try to find like the cheapest value you can, you know. But if you want, it's certain players that, are like Jonathan Simmons. He's actually the sixth man. I mean, he put up uh a good amount. Isaac, Jonathan Isaac, he definitely can get you something coming off the bench, and if this, depending on how Toronto play, if this is the potential blowout or whatever, he definitely can add you a little bit, some rebounds and everything from off the bench. So he definitely come up off that second unit, So it's pretty much like however you want to, which way you want to go, like I said, if you want to take a chance with him because he's starting, you can. It's pretty much just up to you. Yeah, it's pretty much up to you. Even when not starting, like I said, he gets minutes, but he doesn't do nearly enough for me with those minutes. So, um, I actually probably like Jonathan Isaac with that one. Yeah, it depends on how far I want to go, or if y'all want to stay like with a short slate. To be honest, I actually try to, unless the player that's coming off the bench, like a Lou Williams, unless I know I'm going to get that 30 something points, unless I know he has a high ceiling coming off the bench, I probably won't mess with him. I probably would, like, it's a 4 game slate, so I'm probably aiming at nothing but starters. Like, nothing but starters. Like I said earlier, Joe Harris can shoot. Joe Harrison definitely can shoot. He only put up 21 fantasy points. Against Miami, the last game they played, um, just on the 17 against the Clippers, he put down 29 fantasy points. So that's one thing with these Brooklyn players. It's like, if they on, they on. I prefer Brooklyn more at home, and this game is Miami at home. So that's what it is. Kelly Oubre is pretty good. Definitely coming off the Kelly Oubre pretty good. He's been he's been definitely balling, considering the fact that Otto Porter haven't been doing nothing. So if I wanted to, like I said, you can do a lot with 61. Aminu against New York, I can see that. Terrence Ross is he's gonna get you in those double digits. He's definitely going to get you in those double digits. It's basically which Terrence Ross that you're going to get, the 15, 20 double digits or the 25, 30. So he's definitely somebody worth looking at, or if you want to mess with Dwayne Wade is definitely starting, even coming off the bench. He's getting 20-some fantasy points, you know. So, I might take a chance with him, but I think he is going to be on minutes restriction. So, that's something that you're definitely going to have to watch out for. Rodney McGruder, he probably get a lot of play tonight, considering the fact that Dragic is out. So I can see him for a nice, decent workload against. Last time against Brooklyn, he played 34 minutes at 20.5 fantasy points. So there's another one of those players. Basically how they gonna show up. uh, um, this boy right here, young boy for the Clippers. He balls too, though. He definitely balls. But anyway, I'm not gonna hold too much time for it. But as far as the starting five, it looks pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, with the remaining salary, you could definitely play around with it and then possibly fit one of these studs in there. Like if you want to, like you could fit Kawhi in there, you could fit John Wall. If I was to fit a stud, I probably would go to the big man. Definitely would go big man status. I don't know. It just feel like you just can't go wrong with a big man. With certain big men, like you can't go wrong with them. So, but anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Spotlight Sports Talk. like, share, subscribe, spread the word, man. I'm gonna try to get this in every night for y'all, you know. Also tune in. We also do our NFL picks for the week. We do pretty much we cover all sports, we cover all sports, so check us out, go on YouTube, share the word, man, like us, man, and I'll catch y'all next time.